Hi everybody, welcome to countdown mode. You know, we're in the last leg now. Now, I have to say, this is going to be my last video calling races because I've just been overwhelmed with requests and there's simply too many. So I'm really sorry for those I haven't got to specifically, but because there's hundreds, literally, I couldn't do them all. So I think I've given it a good shot, but this one's really important, GILLUM DeSantis. There are certain key ones, obviously, and you know what they are. So I'm refining my plans with Dave Johnson for our radical and alternative commentary. So we're going to get to you early evening on Tuesday night, your time, when there should be some preliminary results in, and we'll take it from there. So it'll be great. So neither of us have used live streaming before, so let's hope it all works. Okay, so here we go with this one. While I'm shuffling, I just wanted to remind you all, with Trump's horrendous behaviour of the last week, does it really take 5 days to get from Washington to Philadelphia? It's inexcusable, and he blew it. So the protests that forced his motorcade to turn around show the fact he's blown it. So just something to remember when all this is happening, when all this horror of this presidency is unfolding. The worse he is, the better it is long term for getting rid of him, right? Sorry, I just had to pause everything. I thought I'd turn my phone off and it went off. So here we are again. I was saying the worse Trump behaves, the more it becomes indefensible for normal people, stress the N-word, to defend him. So it makes the Republicans look worse and worse defending his nuttiness. And if you notice, he's actually losing the plot. He promised that he was going to deliver a tax cut to the middle class, a 10% tax cut, next week. He can't do that. Don't go near what he's going to do with an executive order to deny people who are born in the United States citizenship. It's extraordinary. So just keep that in mind. The more he loses it, the harder it is for anybody to defend him. So this may or may not help or hinder for next week, but it certainly plays out after the midterms. It's obvious the greedy old party is going to have to rethink its relationship to their president, because really, I just said really. Yeah. So here we are with Florida, the governor's race. So it's DeSantis versus GILLUM. DeSantis could be one of the more horrendous candidates, and that's saying something, is it not, viewers? There's a lot of repulsive candidates out there, but he's just repulsive. He takes horrifying to a new level. So a lot of these Republicans are going to get the rusted-on Republican vote, but the independents cannot be impressed with them. If they sway this way and that way, you could not be impressed with someone as vulgar and vile and inept and incompetent and vicious and unnecessary as DeSantis. Could you? Really? No. Okay. But that doesn't mean he won't get in. Okay, so we're going to have a look now. Here we go. We're going to have GILLUM on the left. Oops. And DeSantis on the right. I'll just move my mouse key. So, GILLUM DeSantis. Who is going to prevail in this race? GILLUM DeSantis. Come on, Florida. GILLUM DeSantis. This is the race I found too close to call last time. So I'm redoing it. Gillum DeSantis. Not bad, not lovely. Ooh, don't like that, don't like that. Okay, so, what Gillum gets, first off, is the Three of Pentacles, which is the group work card. In its positive incarnation, it's about looking for quality. So this is a couple of people who have money, who are talking to the senior stonemason. They want good quality. But this card also has negative connotations, which is black money. I don't think there's a bit of a legal thing hanging over Gillum that can be played by the GOP in his time as mayor of Tallahassee. But I'm not entirely happy with this card. But the other two cards are benign. They're not marvellous, but they're quite benign. So this would indicate in that case, because context is everything in tarot, that he's been able to work with people, bring people together to work together. I hope that is accurate. Women are celebrating. You'd have to like that. Then he gets the Six of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia. It is what it is. It's not screaming to me winner. It's not screaming loser. It's just, bit strange. Okay. So that's the first round with Gillum. First off the rank, DeSantis gets the Sun card, which is a very nice card. Generally, it's an extremely positive card. Happiness, joy, all the good things in life. He then gets the Empress card. Fertility, you know, new ideas, bringing things together, all the things he doesn't seem to do in real life. It's like a reading for someone else. I'm wondering if the readings aren't reversed. But in this case, you'd have to say, you know, not a bad card. But then he gets the Hierophant, the courts and law and order. And one of the things about this race and DeSantis, and indeed Marco Rubio and other players in Florida, this could be one of those races where DeSantis actually pulls it off and wins, but then the courts come in to query it. Either the actual voting process is queried, or he gets in and when the legal stuff unfolds, he could end up being caught up in that net. So the Hierophant sort of counteracts to a large extent the Empress. But having said that, he gets the Sun card. So we're going to have to go a bit further. So we need a clarifier. Let's just see if we can get a straight out answer. Will Gillum win the governorship of Florida? Will Gillum win the governorship of Florida? He's up against a lot of conservatism and, dare I say, racism in Florida. Let's see. Let's see. Gillum. Oh, he gets the new leader card. Can't complain about that. So let's look at the truly despicable, out and out racist and disgusting DeSantis. Not my most fair and balanced reading, you'd have to say, viewers. DeSantis. Can DeSantis win? Oops. Yes, the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune fell out. That's interesting. So on the one hand, Gillum gets a card that I would be thrilled to see the fresh new leader, also the emissary, conventionally in tarot, the emissary of the king. But fresh ideas coming off a victory, that's very positive. Equally, DeSantis gets the Ace of Wands, the Fred Flintstone card. That's him. He can't debate. He's not a good speaker, but he can club people over the head with a malignant message. So, awesome. It could mean that he pulls it off. But, here we go. The Wheel of Fortune sits over the Hierophant because it's an extra card, right? That's where it falls. This is destined one way or the other, his destiny. So this could be DeSantis wins and Florida goes, we didn't think he'd really win. Young people in Florida, particularly with the history of the Florida shooting and so forth, will be really pissed. We don't say being pissed in Australia is being angry. Being pissed is being drunk. We say being pissed off if you're angry. Okay. So the millennials and others would be very pissed off. Now you're learning Australian. If DeSantis does pull it off. But because there's this destiny card over the Hierophant, what I'm saying, viewers, is this. This is my final call. GILLUM could win. He's got the new leader card. You know what? DeSantis could win. It could be disputed. I suggest it will be disputed, and in more ways than one. So it's a bit like the Kavanaugh thing. It's like he shouldn't get there, but he does, but there's more complications. So if DeSantis wins, I can guarantee you it will not be a straightforward governorship. Okay, everyone. Sorry I can't do more of these races for you. I'm doing some little private readings just to whip through them myself. I'm keeping a record. When I'm talking with Dave, I'll reveal some of those. So I can't wait to see and hear from you. So please keep those comments rolling in. And if you want a reading, please get in touch. Email me. The email's on every video. And I'll see you possibly before next Tuesday. But we've all got our eyes open. We're all on our knees. Pray the gods are with us all. Okay. Love you guys. All the best. And stay strong. Stay strong. Stay calm. Do not let this negative energy get to you. Channel it. Stay strong. Stay calm.